Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Cat Corner. For those of you who are new here, my name is Alex, and this majestic furry overlord purring on my lap is Leo. And if you think I'm the one in charge in this house, you are hilariously mistaken. Today, I am pulling back the curtain and giving you an all-access pass to what it's really like living in a kingdom ruled by a four-legged monarch. This isn't just a home, it's Leo's domain, his empire, well, you get the picture. Get ready for just another day in my cat's kingdom. Our day begins not with an alarm clock, but with what I like to call the royal summons. At precisely 6:05 a.m., a single, insistent paw gently pats my face. If that doesn't work, we escalate to the nose boop of urgency. And if I dare to hit the snooze button on my own existence, we move to the final stage. The full body stomp and purr combo. There's no escaping it. The king has decreed that it is time for the royal breakfast, and his loyal subject must obey. So I stumble out of bed, bleary-eyed, and head to the kitchen, with Leo leading the way, his tail held high like a scepter. The royal kitchen is a place of high standards. Forget your generic kibble. King Leo requires a meticulously prepared feast. Today's special is a delicate PT with a sprinkle of his favorite freeze-dried treats on top, served in his designated ceramic bowl, never plastic. The horror. He inspects the offering, gives it a tentative sniff, looks at me as if to say, "This will suffice for now," and then begins to dine. While he eats, my job is to stand guard, ensuring no imaginary threats disrupt his meal. It's a serious responsibility, you know? Once breakfast is complete, it's time for the post-meal grooming session, where he meticulously cleans his whiskers, preparing for the day's important business. With a full belly and a pristine coat, the first order of business is the morning patrol of the kingdom's borders. This involves a slow, deliberate walk through every single room of the house. He checks behind the curtains, under the sofa, and inside any open closet. He's sniffing for intruders, ensuring all is secure. The most critical checkpoint is the sunbeam quadrant in the living room. He must test its quality, its warmth, its optimal angle for napping. He'll roll around, stretch languidly, and finally settle in, absorbing the solar energy he needs for his demanding schedule of, well, more napping. This isn't just laziness, folks. This is strategic energy conservation. A king must always be well rested. After the sunbeam has shifted, it's time for royal playtime. This is not a casual game of fetch. Oh no, this is a highly strategic hunting simulation. The jingly ball is a formidable foe, the feather wand a crafty serpent. My role is that of the court jester and huntmaster. I must make the feather wand slither and fly in a manner that is challenging, yet not *2* challenging, lest his majesty become frustrated. He crouches low, his tail twitching, his eyes laser-focused. Then the pounce. A magnificent athletic leap that ends with the serpent firmly in his grasp. He parades his prize around for a moment, a victorious hunter, before dropping it at my feet, demanding another round. This can go on for a solid 20 minutes, until he abruptly decides the session is over, usually by walking away mid-pounce to groom a single stray hair. Midday is for administrative duties, which primarily involves supervising his human subject. As I sit at my desk trying to work, King Leo assumes his position on a stack of very important papers, effectively becoming my furry paperweight. He observes my typing, occasionally offering his input by walking across the keyboard, contributing a string of characters like Jechijiut. I assume this is a vital royal decree that I am simply not qualified to understand. He'll doze off, his purr a gentle, rumbling engine that, I have to admit, is surprisingly calming. It's like having a living, breathing, slightly judgmental stress ball right next to you. Every so often he'll wake up, stretch, and stare directly into my soul, just to remind me who's really the boss around here. Of course, a kingdom is nothing without its throne. And in this house there are many. There's the cardboard box throne, a temporary but highly coveted seat of power. There's the laundry basket throne, filled with warm, clean clothes that are apparently the peak of feline luxury. But the ultimate throne, the one he claims every single evening, is the throne of human comfort, also known as my spot on the couch. It doesn't matter if I was sitting there first. Possession is 10/10 of the law in the cat kingdom. He'll curl up in the exact center, leaving me a tiny sliver of cushion, and do I move him? Of course not. You don't just move a king, you work around him. As evening approaches, the energy in the kingdom shifts. This is the Rower of Zunis, a sacred time when all pent-up energy must be released. It begins with a wild look in his eye, followed by a sudden, explosive dash down the hallway. He'll ricochet off walls, leap onto furniture he's not technically allowed on, and disappear under the bed, only to re-emerge seconds later from the opposite side. It's a chaotic, hilarious display of pure cat energy. This isn't just random madness. It's a ceremonial cleansing of the realm, scaring away any bad vibes or lingering dust bunnies that may have settled during the day. After about 10 minutes of pure chaos, he'll stop just as suddenly as he started, panting slightly, and look at me as if to say, "The ritual is complete. You are welcome." Finally, as the day winds down, the king prepares for his slumber. But first, he requires his evening tribute of cuddles and scratches. He'll hop onto the bed, trill softly, and begin making biscuits on the blanket, a sign of ultimate contentment. He'll knead and purr, winding himself into a perfect little loaf next to me. He'll rest his head on my arm, and in that quiet moment, all the demands, the supervision, and the keyboard walking fade away. It's just me and my best little buddy. Being a loyal subject in a cat's kingdom is a lot of work, but the pay in the form of purrs, head boops, and unconditional, albeit demanding, love is absolutely worth it. He rules this house with an iron paw and a fluffy belly, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you so much for joining me on this little tour of Leo's kingdom. If you have a furry monarch of your own, I'd love to hear about their royal decrees in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Cat Corner for more adventures with King Leo. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.